Hello students, today let us start with the fifth lesson, 9th standard geometry, that is quadrilaterals. First let us see what is meant by quadrilateral. The word quadrilateral has been originated from two Latin words, that is quadri and latus. Quadri is 4 and latus is side. The figure having 4 sides is called as a quadrilateral. The origin of this word is from the two Latin words. Now let us see what is actually the meaning of quadrilateral. A closed figure which is two-dimensional and which is made up of four straight sides or four straight lines, we call it as the quadrilateral. In geometry, we define quadrilateral as a closed figure which is two-dimensional and which has got four straight sides is called as a quadrilateral. Here in the figure you can see the different types and different shapes of quadrilaterals. Now some of the properties of quadrilaterals. As said earlier, a quadrilateral has got four sides. At the same time, it also has got four angles and four vertices. Four vertices, or we also call it as four angles. A quadrilateral is a four-sided figure with four angles and four vertices. A quadrilateral can be regular or irregular. It means that the lengths of the sides of the quadrilateral may be of equal length, or it might also not be of equal length. That is, the lengths of the quadrilateral may be equal, all the four sides may be equal, or they might be of different lengths also. And about the angles of a quadrilateral, the total or the sum of all the interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. The total of all the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So quadrilateral is a figure having four sides, four angles and four vertices. The total of all the angles, all the interior angles of a quadrilateral is always 360 degrees, and a quadrilateral can be either a regular or irregular. That is, the lengths of all the sides may be same or they might also not be same. Then let us see the adjacent sides and the opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Adjacent sides are those sides of the quadrilateral which have got a common vertex, a common corner. The two sides having a common vertex, we call it as the adjacent sides. Now here in the figure we can see the B vertex. It has got two common sides, that is AB and BC. So the adjacent sides here in this figure or in the quadrilateral ABCD are AB and BC. Also the sides BC and CD, they have a common point, that is point C. So these two sides BC and CD are called as the adjacent side. Next, if we consider the point D, the vertex D. Now this vertex D is common to the sides CD and AD. So the adjacent sides are CD and AD. So these are some of the pairs of the adjacent sides of a quadrilateral. Now the opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Now what are the opposite sides of a quadrilateral? Those two sides of a quadrilateral which do not have a common end point. Those two sides of a quadrilateral which do not have a common point, we call those two sides as the opposite sides. Now here in the figure you can see in the quadrilateral ABCD, AB and CD are in front of each other, are opposite to each other. Hence we call these two sides, that is AB and CD, as the opposite sides. Also the next pair of opposite sides is AD and BC. These two are also called as the pair of opposite sides. So opposite sides are those sides of a quadrilateral which do not have a common vertex, which do not have a common point. Now let us see the different types of quadrilaterals. Now in this lesson quadrilaterals, we are going to study four types of quadrilaterals. That is the here in the picture you can see there are different types of quadrilaterals which we are going to study in this lesson. That is parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square, trapezium and kite. Now the figure trapezium, it is the figure which has got only one pair parallel to each other. Now here in India we call it as trapezium, that is which is based upon the UK or the British language, but in US it is also called as the trapezoid. So here in this lesson we are going to learn mainly the properties of four quadrilaterals, that is parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus and square. First, let us see the properties of a square. Now, square, as we have been learning since the lower classes, square is a figure having four sides, that is a quadrilateral having all the four sides of equal length. That is, all the four sides of a quadrilateral are congruent or they are equal in length, and the opposite sides are parallel to each other. The first and foremost property, common property of a square is all the four sides are equal and their opposite sides are parallel to each other. Then about their angles, all the angles of a square are right angles, that is they measure 90 degrees. All the angles of a square is 90 degrees, that is their measure is 90 degrees each. Now about the diagonals of a square are also congruent. The diagonals are those lines which join the opposite vertices. Diagonals of a quadrilateral are those lines which join the opposite vertices, and the diagonals of a square are also congruent to each other, and they bisect each other. The diagonals bisect each other and they are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Perpendicular bisectors means they divide the other diagonal into two equal parts, and also at the point of intersection they form the right angles. So these are called as the perpendicular bisectors. So the diagonals of a square are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Next quadrilateral what we have is the rectangle. As we know, the main property of the rectangle, that is the pair of opposite sides is equal. In a rectangle, the opposite sides are of equal length, that is they are congruent to each other. Then about their angles, all the angles here too, all the angles of a rectangle are right angles, that is they measure 90 degrees each. Then about the diagonals of a rectangle, the diagonals of a rectangle are congruent to each other. The diagonals of a congruent are congruent to each other. So first the sides of a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Then about the angles, all angles measure 90 degree each. And about the diagonals of a rectangle are congruent to each other. Then the third, what we are going to study in this lesson is the rhombus. Rhombus, the first property says all the sides of a rhombus are congruent, that is the length of all the sides of a rhombus are equal. Just like the square, all the sides of a rhombus are congruent, that is they are equal in length. Then about their diagonals, the diagonals of a rhombus, they bisect each other. What do? They bisect each other. It means that they divide the other diagonal into two equal parts. That is, the diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other, and they are also the perpendicular bisectors of each other. Perpendicular bisectors means at the point of intersection they form the right angles. So the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Then the next what we have is the parallelogram. Now about the properties of parallelogram, as the name itself says, parallelogram, the opposite sides are parallel. The opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent or they are equal in length. Then they are parallel and they are also equal in length. The opposite angles are also congruent. The opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. Also the diagonals of a parallelogram, they bisect each other. So regarding the sides, the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal in length. Also the opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel to each other. About the angles, the opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. The diagonals of the parallelogram, they bisect each other. So these are the properties of the four quadrilaterals, that is square, rectangle, rhombus and parallelogram. The remaining part we shall continue in the next class. Thank you.